morning. Grace and peace be unto you, beloved. I'm excited about being with you this morning. I pray that all is well in your space and that you're doing great and that you're grateful that you were able to wake up this morning, got your mind straight, your body is beginning to participate. And I want you to know that I'm so grateful to be a part of your worship experience this morning. Our God is awesome. Oh, man, here we are, November the 1st. We only have November and December before we jump off into 2022. God has been good. We've had some difficulties, and we certainly have had to deal with some stiff-necked and hard-headed people. But in spite of all of that, our God is good. And I'm thanking God for each of you that are coming on this morning. I pray that we have a great week this week. I believe it's going to be a tremendous week because you're going to be with us and I'm going to be with you. That already spells terrific week. And so because of that, I'm just grateful as we begin our process today. I want to talk to you about it's okay to acknowledge. It's okay to acknowledge. And look at Philippians chapter 4 and verse number 9 sometime today. Philippians chapter 4 and verse number 9. Here's what it says. These things which ye have both learned and received and heard and see in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you. Did you get all of that? It's an opportunity for you to acknowledge that whatever space you have made, whatever gains you have made, it was because someone was instrumental in your life, and they were a part of your growth and your development, and you ultimately becoming who you are. It's good because so often people in life, they never ever acknowledge that what they have or what they've got is because someone else poured into their lives, or someone sponsored them, or someone gave them an opportunity. And it's challenging because and it's not really, I mean, it's not that it's anybody's asking for it. It's just a way of you showing how your development happened. This thing happened to be because God is showing something here in this passage. You know, go back up to the 8th verse. It says something like this. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report. If there be any virtue, if there is any praise, think on these things. And one up there in that layout simply indicates that we ought to, watch this, if anything be of good report or of virtue. So if you've been a recipient of someone who's poured into your life, I mean, it's just, it's just a great way to acknowledge that you didn't get pulled up by your own bootstraps, but you did have someone in your life to minister to you. And it's true, most of us, I mean, we acknowledge mommy and daddy and, stuff like that. And of course we should. And I think it's a powerful piece, but it's also better to also acknowledge some other things. Many of you are tremendous readers, and you like to read and acknowledge. And for some of you on your line, on your timeline, you quote someone. It could be a famous person or not a celebrity, but you get an opportunity to quote them, and that's a form of acknowledgement, meaning that that person has made some sort of impact in your life. And that's why it's always good to be able to do those kind of things. I know, um, I'm always raising up my grandfather. Uh, we were perhaps the closest uh, in terms of learning how to do things. And then, of course, I always kind of acknowledge the late Dr. T. Van Rowe, which is my first pastor uh, of any significance. Uh, and what I mean by that is, in my older age, um, by that time I was married and had children and all of those kind of things. So those things kind of ended up being an example for me to be able to grow and to develop and become. Because prior to that, um, I was just kind of moving along. I think uh, where I'm driving this car. So it would be good for us to be able to share in our own lives, so that people that are being impacted by us, they will also understand that it's okay to acknowledge. It's been good talking with you this morning. I hope that uh, something has been said that will motivate you to be the best person you can be today. It's my hope that you enjoy your day today. We've got some work that's gonna be done here today, so we're gonna be uh, one more day of discombobulated and hoping that things work out according to plan. So you all be good today. Looking forward to talking to you during the whole entire week. I pray that all goes well. And I just want you to know, nothing happens in our lives that God hasn't already dealt with. And He has a plan for your life and for my life. And we expect great things out of it.